It's Thursday morning, March 24th, and it is raining really hard outside. I'm kind of scared to go out there. We have a half day today, and then professional development, so it could be a little crazy. We'll see. Either the kids are going to be asleep because it's raining, or the kids are going to be crazy. I'm not really sure which. I hope that it's the sleeping kind of half day. Very first thing I'm going to do is schedule my haircut. It's long overdue. How about I just go in like this? What do you think Mr. Floyd would say? Yeah, but that doesn't mean my hair has to be crazy. He'll be like, what happened to your wife? What have you done with her? It is Friday, March the 25th, 2022, and it's a teacher work day. I am planning on getting some things done on my room environment today, including dishes, cleaning up my classroom a little bit, and painting my cabinets. So we'll see how this goes. The kids are like, what are you doing this weekend, Miss Ludolph? And I was like, nothing. If possible. Binge watching Grey's Anatomy because we're trying to catch up to the current season. We're on season 17 right now. So I don't know why, but I didn't want to watch the COVID season while it was COVID, because it was like one more reminder of all the dumb stuff that was going on. And when I watch TV, I kind of watch it as an escape, so I don't want to think about COVID while I'm watching my shows that I watch to escape from real life. So I stopped watching. Now that COVID is like calmed down, I won't say over because it's not over, but now that it has calmed down, leveled out, gotten to be less of an issue nationwide, I don't mind watching it. So yeah. I have been so lazy this week with my hair. I have literally been doing this messy bun every single day. So I'm trying the Built Bar this morning for breakfast. I realized that the protein bars that I was eating were like 260 calories or 240 calories, and that's too many calories. So, because I was eating them as like a pre-workout snack or a post-workout snack or sometimes breakfast, and I was then eating something else if I ate it for breakfast, so that was too many calories. So I got this brand idea from Madison Campbell. She has a code for % off on your first box. I think it's maybe 10% off or something. Anyway, I'll put it down there in the description box in case you want to try them too, but these are supposed to be like a really good protein bar. They have 17 grams of protein. If you're a person that can't eat like nut products, this is a good one because it doesn't include, like, it's not made in a facility that makes things with nuts. So, but it does have milk and soy, just a warning. So far it looks like a candy bar. These are supposed to be a really good texture, is what it says. This is the salted caramel one. Okay, so the consistency of it reminds me of a Milky Way. It's really tasty. It has dark chocolate on the outside. It's not too sweet. I think it said it had 3 grams of sugar. Want a bite?
When I want a chocolate bar, I want a chocolate bar.
I don't want a chocolate bar. I want a breakfast bar.
Yes, but it's disguised as a chocolate bar.
It's like eating a caramel, like a big old caramel slab.
Is it gritty like a lot of them are?
No, it's not gritty at all. I got a mixed box, so I'm going to try all the different flavors and then order the ones that I like. Tell them what you're doing today, Joe.
Dissecting a pig and making a video.
Can you teach
Help
us?
me dissecting the pig.
I might come over there for a little while. Call me when you
I hope I'm going to be doing
call me when you get ready to get started.
it. I still have to do all the prep work.
What's the prep work?
Reading through the actual lessons so that I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're
before I
doing.
actually do
Gotcha. Science teachers do weird experiments on teacher work days so we can get ready for the real thing. So like one year, I did an experiment, the gummy bear experiment. Your science teacher know what I'm talking about. Where you make purple fire with by lighting gummy bear, but you mix it with like chemicals. Anyway, I stunk up the hallway. There's no like smoke detectors in my classroom. I didn't set anything off though. I did open the window, and I warned everyone it might smell when I'm doing this experiment. I'm not doing anything that interesting today, but I am excited about painting my cabinets. So what happened this week? The baseball team tied. We were very proud of them.
They played very hard, yes.
They were very tired yesterday because they got back on the ferry rather late and had to drive around back home, and the bus is slow, you know. The bus can only go so fast. So Joe didn't get home till midnight. So that's pretty much around what time the kids got home. So like half the baseball team didn't come to school yesterday. So it was a half day. The ones
storming on top of it.
Yeah, and the ones that did come to school were like laying their heads down on their desks and like telling, they were like, my mom made me come.
My mom made me.
I was forced to come to school, Miss Ludolph. I'm like, I understand. I'm like, since I'm the coach's wife, I'll allow that. It's pollen season. So yeah. The allergy meds that I gave you didn't work, huh?
Not long enough.
They worked for me.
I'm going to go ahead and buy my marshmallows for my earthquake engineering project.
Okay.
After environmental science.
That's fine. We got paid. We were supposed to get paid like next week, and we got paid already. Woo, we went to dinner last night at Martel's. Yeah. So yeah, it's payday. It's a good day. It's a happy day. Yesterday I had to present our presentation to the staff that we took to NC Ties, and it went well. I feel like it went better the second time, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Did you like the way that I changed up the little quiz?
Yep.
We had like a little teacher participation thing where they had to fill out their thoughts on a quiz, like a Google Forms quiz, about statistics about reading So I went over like how many adults are illiterate and the comparison of that number, which tracks, interestingly enough, pretty much all the way across with the number of people involved in social services, with DSS, the number of people that are on assistance and in poverty and all of that. So just goes to show you how important teaching reading is in your classroom, even if you're not the reading teacher. And if you are interested in that topic, I've been doing Thursday teacher tip videos, and I will put some of them down in the description box, but I'll link one up here. So if you go to that, then you can watch the whole playlist. But every Thursday I'm doing a different aspect of how to integrate reading into your subject area in a natural way that won't take you a ton of time and will help reinforce what your students are learning about your topic. So yeah, that's over with. I feel good about it. And yesterday I sat down with my STEM teacher colleague and we reworked our class lists for our end of grade testing prep, because we just need our students to focus in that 8th grade and they're having a hard time right now. So we're going to, with our principal's permission, move the classes around just for 4th block starting after spring break, so that we can buckle down and get ready for the test. So our spring break is really late this year. Normally we would have be having it like now or the next week, and we're not having it for 2 more weeks. So it's after Easter, and Easter is late, so spring break is late. Joe and I are getting ready to go to Colorado pretty soon, in another week and a half. What?
Yeah,
Week and a half. Not even a half.
I'm trying to figure out why there's a school bus running.
Is it a PCA bus?
Might be.
That's the private school.
I didn't think the PCA bus had a flashing light on top of it, though.
Oh, maybe they got a new one.
Maybe they do. I think they have to have that flashing light or law. Doesn't I don't know. There's probably a PCA bus.
So yeah, what else is going on in life? Our dog was traumatized because,
Dad didn't come home.
yeah, he was very confused.
Until about 12:30 in the morning.
He was confused. And now he's like very clingy with us. So clingy that last night when we went to dinner,
He had to ride along.
he climbed in the back of the car and wouldn't like let us go without him. So we just let him sit in there when we went to dinner. Yep.
It is only about 50 degrees, so he's alright.
Yeah.
He's okay.
We wouldn't leave him in the car when it was warm.
No danger for the doggy.
Yeah, it's one of the few times of year that we could actually leave him in the car,
Mm-hmm.
because it's either too cold or too hot.
Definitely wouldn't do that in May, June, or July.
Yeah.
August, September.
So anyway, he's been showing us his anxiety by tearing up cardboard boxes that he finds in the house into little shreds. It's his favorite thing. He likes paper. He shreds paper. He hasn't ruined too many things of ours. He did ruin a pair of shoes, or a couple pairs of shoes. Thankfully, the first pair that he ruined, I didn't care about. The second pair that he ruined was expensive, so he got in trouble. But since then, we've been very careful about leaving our shoes. We don't leave our shoes where he can get to them when we're gone. But I think he knows that we don't like it now, so that doesn't mean that he wouldn't do it again, though, because he can be a little bit stubborn. But we have solved his running off problem, because we got one of those wireless containment systems, and he now does not want to go anywhere near the end of it. So even when he doesn't have his collar on, he hasn't really made the connection about the collar and the zaps, so he doesn't realize when he has the containment system on him and when he doesn't. So he pretty much just stays in the yard where like close to the house now. But he started running more. I had to show him where the boundaries were so that he would play again. Because for a while he would go outside and just lay in the grass and not do anything, which which was bothering us a little bit. So, but he's starting to understand that he can run around and play, and he won't get in trouble. So yeah, that's about it. What's going on right now? I will share with you some footage of the painting when we get to school. We are at school, and I did a little makeup to make myself feel a little bit more awake, even though it doesn't really matter because it's teacher work day, but you know, I did it for me. All right, let's go get started on the classroom, shall we? Finally got my DNA strand to work the correct way. Isn't it cool? This is my attempt at a DNA model. Mine turned out okay. I think I need to do these on cardstock paper because I think that they will twist better, but I did this with my students. At first I was trying to have them do it by themselves, but their attempts were like not very good, so I decided to make this a teacher station, and we did a little video on, you know, how DNA is used in biotechnology, and then we made the little DNA strand together. So, and then the other station was like an ed puzzle that also explains biotechnology and has them answer some questions so that I can make sure that they are learning what they need to learn. So that's like the formative assessment piece along with this writing for the gist. So that was a pretty good day today. It was. I will link this in the bottom, but basically I'll tell you what I did was once I got to this point where I had folded everything the way that you're supposed to, then I started at the bottom and I folded this like towards us, and then the straight lines back away from us. And so the diagonals towards you, the straight line away from you, and then what you end up with is something that starts to curl around like this, and it just makes a circle. And then when you let go of it, this is what it is. So it really wasn't that bad. And the kids really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's that. Okay, I'm gonna clean up a little bit and start. I have to sandpaper everything and tape things. So that's what I'm going to work on. This is my new favorite drink. They're not cheap, but they're so delicious and they're not very many calories. Very juicy and nice for a snack. I'm going to the high school building because that's where the big rolls of paper are, and I'm gonna get some paper that I can drape over my bottom cabinets because I'm using spray paint and I don't want to get anything in weird places that I have to like fix later. So then I'm gonna use the tarp that I brought from home on the floor so that I don't get anything on the tile. So that's the plan and I'm sticking to it. All right, follow me and I'll show you what I've got going on down there.